Hello and welcome to Functional Skills English Entry 3 Week 5. The aims of today is spellings, as normal on Century, language of instructions and flap of various medium and Century activities. So your target today is to recognising two flap features in newspapers. We'll find out what flap means later. As usual, work through your spellings on Century at Entry 3, but I've also uploaded this week the functional skills spellings that you may be tested on in the writing exam, and they are being uploaded to Moodle. So, the first aim of today is the language of instructions. Now, the first activity I want you to do is to grab yourself a dictionary and look up the following terms: imperative, verb, sequential and command. So I want you to pause the screen and go away and find the meanings of these four and put them into an email that you will later forward to me. Okay, welcome back. What is instructive text? An instructive text is a text that instructs or tells you how to do something. For example, recipes instruct you how to cook something. A leaflet that comes with a piece of furniture tells you how to put things together. Instructive text sometimes uses verbs placed at the beginning of the sentence that tells you to do something. The language is direct and unnecessary words are left out. You use must and must not. It sometimes uses diagrams and pictures to help with the understandings, and often you will see bullet points. So some examples of an instructive text, if we look here at a recipe, the first instruction here we have is put. It's an imperative verb. Put all the ingredients in the bowl together. Whisk, telling you to whisk. It's imperative. Go to the end of the road and turn left. Pass the pub on the corner. Keep walking until you come back. So you come to the park and then turn right into Hawker Street. So there you see a number of imperative verbs. So what we want to do now is to go on to Century Tech and complete the activity on imperatives. So that will arrive on the Tuesday. So look for imperatives on Tuesday. So I'm going to freeze the PowerPoint and come back once you've done that. Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to look at newspapers, both paper-based and online. So what flap features would you find in newspapers? Would there be different features found in an online article as opposed to a paper-based? So I want you to go and look on the internet, for example, from newspapers. So go on the BBC website or any other internet sites that are news orientated, and grab yourself a newspaper and see if you can compare the two. What's different? What can you find that is different from one medium to the other? So make a list of between 4 and 5 both format and language features that you would find. So I want you to pause the video now, go away and complete that activity, and then come back and I'll show you some answers. So the answers to format features, we've got an array here. You'd probably find bold, and as you can see over here on the right hand side, you've got bold text. You have headings and headlines. You probably have subheadings, paragraphs, so a text would form paragraphs, imagery, which is talking about pictures, and you would have bullet points. So have you managed to get any of those? The language features that you would find, you'll have a variety. You might have a rhetorical question, repetition, personal pronouns, you, I, we, lots of fact and alliteration. If you're not sure what this means, then go and look it up on the internet. Okay, here are various elements that you would find in a newspaper. Newspapers have a particular format and language, and here are some of the features found. You've got a byline, a dateline, column, folio. So these are all new language and features that you will find. So just have a look at them, and obviously some of this is new to you. But on the Moodle, I have a handout entitled Key Features of Newspaper Articles. So this will explain all what these mean. So go and grab a copy of that and you can have a look. So, differences between online and paper-based. Many people now have access to news online. So the next activity, I want you to go and print off an online newspaper, or a story, sorry. And your activity is to label your piece for format features. I want you to find out the format features that do not appear in paper-based format. So there is a clear difference, or there is a different format. So on that newspaper that you've got in front of you and the internet, how does the internet version differ? And what do you think the benefits are of reading online? I'd be interested to know your opinion. So pause the video and go away and do complete activity 3. Again, upload it onto your email and send it once you've completed all activities. Next activity, activity 4, is newsletters. Now, I've uploaded an assignment on the Century which will give you a clear understanding on newsletters. Alright, so go away and go through or work through the Century assignment on newsletters. So pause this video and turn over to Century. Welcome back. Okay, so reported speech. Newspaper articles often contain quotes from witnesses or experts. To show that this is language that has been reported, something that someone has actually said, it is put into speech marks. So again, what I want you to do is to go onto Century and work through the assignment that I've uploaded called Reported Speech. Once you've completed that nugget or assignment, I want you to have a look at your online and your paper-based news article and see if you can identify any reported speech in the text that you have been reading and highlight it. Again, put your answers or photocopy scan your article so that I can have a look at what you have highlighted. Okay, activity 6, we're now moving on to magazines. So I need you to go and get yourself a magazine. It could be any magazine lying around. And I want you to read at least one magazine from a genre that you would not normally read. So let's say you've got the Time magazine that you would normally read. I want you to go and look at a golf magazine. All right. I want you to label the parts for format, language, audience and purpose. So just highlight those features and just forward me the answers. Then I want you to tell me what you've learnt from reading the information. Have you learnt something new? Also, I want you to look at the images within that magazine answer tools. What do you think those pictures or photographs infer? What are they trying to tell you? Does it alter the thoughts of your understanding of the text? And again, what is the difference between online and paper-based text? So pause the video and complete that activity. There's a little quiz here. So activity 7, just to reinforce your learning, complete the answers to this quiz. And this is activity 7. Put them in an email and send back to me. So pause the video and answer the following questions. And activity 8, I want you to design your own newspaper. Here is a template that helps you get started. So you could make sure that you perhaps use format features here. You could perhaps do a different border. You could have different fonts. Again, look at the way this newspaper's been completed. So they've used an image, they've used subheadings. So see if you could just create or put together a newspaper, just the front page. So I want you to stop the video and complete that activity. And finally, I think that was, what are blogs? So I've uploaded a video to Moodle to tell you what blogs is about. And then there's a handout on Moodle called Common Blog Features. And then I want you to search for a blog on the internet. Take a copy or print the page and then label for some flat features. There is an example here. If you type in this into the website, this will give you an idea what a blog is. Alright, so complete that activity and come back to me once you've done that, or upload the information to your email. Okay, and lastly, the last activity, I've uploaded activities on your pathway called types of text. Now, some of you may have already been doing this, but the types of text will cover email, letters, reports, and filling in forms. It will also cover instructions. You may have completed this, so it's up to you if you want to do it again as additional practice. So again, that's another activity on Century. So pause the video and come back once you've done that. Okay, welcome back. So that's the end of the lesson for this week. So can you please forward all completed activities to me via email, and this is my email address. You can also take photos of your work that you can send to me, or anything that you want to scan. Alright, so thank you for today, and good luck.